Hello, and I want to welcome you guys on this next chapter Zoom. And so if you are watching the recording of this, someone on this Zoom cared enough about you to share this information. And I'm so excited to be here tonight with two other beautiful ladies. I have Laura Kohnen and Sheryl who will be sharing some of their stories tonight. And we've titled this The Next Chapter. And if you saw the graphic for this advertising for this online event, it showed a woman and she was in the light and there was some darkness that surrounded her, and that really is the theme for what we're talking about tonight. And you know really looking at being in our lives and having that darkness, and that darkness is not always sad times. A lot of times it can be just existing in the darkness of everyday life and not really knowing that there's more out there, that there's a plan that God a plan and a purpose that God has for you. And I love, because these beautiful ladies who are going to be sharing tonight, we found something which is called the Juice Plus Company. And, we're here tonight just to share our passion and purpose with you, but really to inspire you to go out there and find your passion and your purpose, whether it's joining us or finding your own light, that brings you into that passion, that purpose, that has that fire that burns in your belly, that you're on that path that God led you to. And so, tonight is really relaxing. I want you just to sit back, have fun, enjoy. We're not really here to to ask you to do anything or buy anything. There's going to be information that we're going to share with you. And I really just want you to have fun. And I hope you're going to learn stuff in the way or along the way. The Juice Plus Company, as I mentioned, has allowed people all over the world to have additional options and a sense of fulfillment. And that's really why we're here. That sense of fulfillment, that next chapter in our lives. We've kind of turned the page into what it is that we're really following, that path that God has laid out for us. And so there may be something that stands out to you, or somebody that you know and you care about that needs to hear this message. And so I really just want to say thank you so much for coming. It means so much that you guys are here. And to kick it off, I really want to ask you guys a question. Would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? Yes, it's true. We all want to look good, feel good, and live a long and active life. But this is where I have to say, like I've been learning in my life lately, that may be my plan, but there's this whole other part of it being God's plan. And I think whenever we sit there and we look at our plan, it can be complicated, unpleasant, and it's time consuming. But this is where, I'm going to tell you the Juice Plus products and this whole mission kind of comes into play, because we're part of this movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And it's where people can take their healthy back in ways that are simple, it's doable and fun. And I'm going to tell you the reason it's simple, doable, and fun is because it's God's food, right? It's fruits and vegetables. It doesn't get much simpler than that. We know that at the core of good health and nutrition, we have to flood our bodies with the most important foods that we can eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. And we're supposed to eat 9 to 13 servings every day, but almost no one does. And it's definitely not the variety and the consistency we need. And that's why we love the nutritional support that's provided by Juice Plus. It's the one simple change that's taken our health to the next level. And if you've never heard of Juice Plus, I'm just going to show you right quick, what the products are. They are 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries, and they come in capsules. And so if you guys, I'm going to hold this up to my screen. And so you have your fruit, your veggies, and your berries. And I'm going to also turn this around because I love that not only are these babies vine ripened and whole produce, they're blended together at low temperature, so it remains the raw enzymes, and they're still active. The water, the sugar, and the salt are removed. And this is what I love. Like, that's just food right there. Food. See it? Nutrition facts. It has a food label. The same kind of label that you're going to read whenever you go to the grocery store and you pick up a thing of apples, right? So there are a couple of things that really stood out to me about this product that I love. It is the most researched nutritional product in the world. It has over 37 published studies. These are gold standard research studies that are done in independent universities around the world. But Juice Plus has proven to do some things, and I will tell you, for me, it was just that affirmation that I knew I was on the right path. I was stepping into that light with this product, because it supports healthy immune system and respiratory systems, improves cardiovascular wellness and quality of life, reduces oxidative stress and systemic inflammation, protects DNA from damage, and gives you healthier skin and gums. And the thing that I also love too, this doesn't come with a warning label. It's food. It's safe for pregnant and nursing women, children, and elderly. And this is the one I always love. I always kind of call this our crown jewel. See that baby right there? Omegas. Full spectrum omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And they come in a vegan capsule, and it's cold pressed oils. And this is the part that I love, because I always say that I wish this was smell-o-vision, because guess what? This doesn't smell like fish. It smells like oranges. And anything that you can make that doesn't smell like fish, sign me up, because that's just not good. One of the other things that I love about this company is they're not just okay with you taking capsules. They want to give you the power to grow your own food too, because when we can take that into our own hands, that's magic. And so we have something called the Tower Garden, and I can't find my brochure right now, so I apologize. We can get you a picture of that later. But the Tower Garden is this vertical aeroponic garden that grows food faster and easier than traditional garden. And here's the bonus: you can grow indoors or outdoors. Just like the Omega was the crown jewel, well, these are like, I'm just going to say my favorite sweet treat ever. Complete right here. Chocolate or vanilla. These are whole food, plant-based beverages, and they're complete with protein, fiber, amino acids, fruits, and veggies. They're vegan. They're gluten-free. They have a low glycemic index. That word always catches me. Steady blood sugar and more willpower. So who wouldn't want to be armed with that as you go throughout the day? And so the combination of all these products, you have a total of over 50 whole food plants in your diet every day. I want you to think about something. Imagine your health in 4 months, 6 months, or a year. I've been eating Juice Plus for over 11 years. And my hair grows faster, my nails grow stronger, my skin is clear. And that's just the stuff that's happening on the outside. That's such an affirmation to me of what's happening to my health on the inside. And so I could share information all day and I could talk all day, but the best part of this healthy living revolution are the experiences. And good nutrition helps everything. And it's exciting to see how the benefits of Juice Plus show up in everyday life. And the best part is every person's story is different. We do not know what good nutrition is going to do in your body, but we're excited for you to hear a little bit more from these beautiful ladies on what Juice Plus has done in their life. And so I'm going to go ahead and introduce Sheryl to come on and share with you guys next her Juice Plus story.
Okay, am I unmuted? Hold on. Yeah,
Yep.
You guys can hear me? Okay. Okay, you guys, so good to be able to share with you. And so my Juice Plus story really started 12 years ago, which is so crazy to think. For 12 years, I've been putting Juice Plus in my body and my kids, and my husband. But my kids were 5 and 2 when I was really, really just looking. I was searching. So like Tanya mentioned at the beginning, the darkness and the light. And I was really in that place where I was searching for an answer. I was searching for that light in our dark place. I knew that we were not eating the variety of fruits and vegetables that we needed. I was really looking for a way to get my kids healthier. And I was really looking for a vitamin that I felt was safe enough to give my kids. I knew we had a gap in our nutrition, and I thought that's what we did. That's what we needed to fill it. Well, I, was in this place of just feeling like a terrible mom. We were sick all the time. I just knew that we weren't getting what we needed. And a friend of mine showed me Juice Plus and just showed me how it's a simple way to flood our bodies and my kids' bodies with 30 raw fruits and vegetables every single day. I honestly couldn't believe that this was exactly what I had been praying for, exactly what I had been looking for. And I couldn't believe the difference it made in our health almost immediately. And just the fact that I found something safe and easy that they could get in their bodies every day, that I could get in my bodies every day. And I'm so thankful that for the past 12 years, we've been putting that good nutrition in our bodies every day. And just the difference it's made in our health. Not only are we healthy, but they eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. And it was really just the beginning of many more health changes that we made on this journey. Our fridge and our pantry look completely different than the way they used to. The foods that we cook as a family look completely different than they used to. And just that peace of mind that I have as a mom, knowing that we are getting all of that good nutrition, and we're thriving because of it.
Well, that is awesome, Sheryl. And I think it's definitely a true story about a family stepping out of the darkness of just being in that unhealthy realm that we consider to be such a norm, and then stepping into that light and giving your family hope for health. And so now, Laura, I would love if you would come on and share your story.
All right. Can you hear me? All right. So when I first heard about Juice Plus, it was 11 and a half years ago, and I immediately jumped in. What could make more sense than Jetson food, fruits and vegetables in a capsule? It was not only made sense because it was fruits and vegetables, but it was also super easy. So that's what I do. If something makes sense to me, I jump in and I do it. But at that point, the fact that it was just fruits and vegetables, and the fact that it had so much research behind it, that was mind-blowing to me, and I fell in love with the research. And so we immediately started on Juice Plus. 11 years ago, I thought we were a healthy family. We were just a normal family. And by normal, I mean we were on allergy medicine all the time. We were on antibiotics all the time, like 3 to 4 times a year per child. And we were at the doctor all the time. So we were spending a lot of money. We were always sick. And after flooding our body with Juice Plus and 30 fruits and vegetables every day, we got healthy. I didn't even know there was a difference. I didn't realize that we weren't healthy before, but we quit taking these medicines. We quit taking antibiotics, and we quit going to the doctor. And that all equals, we saved a lot of money. That was huge. Who knew how wonderful healthy could be? And then, like, it's amazing, guys. Not only does my family get fruits and vegetables into their body all the time now, if they do get sick, it's a very short period of time, and then they're back at it again. But they have learned through this company's education how to live a healthy lifestyle on so many other realms also. It's not just the fruits and vegetables that we're getting in these capsules or chewables or shake mix. It's all the education we get that allow us to live a healthy lifestyle. And a community of people that support us in our endeavors. So we have this food, and we have a community that supports us. And I love that. And the friendships. For me, you guys, these friendships are God ordained. And I don't know what I would do without these people in my life day to day. And so talk about overall health and wellness. This is a complete picture. And I have never regretted one day of starting my family on Juice Plus and trusting my family to the Juice Plus company. That's what I've got for you.
Well, thank you, ladies. That means so much that you guys, shared a little bit about, just your journeys with kind of stepping into that light for health for your families. And I want to just give you another resource that is absolutely, I think, a shining light in itself. And there's a website. So if you have a pen and paper, grab it real quick. The website is www.healthylivingrevolution.com. There is a family cookbook there, children activities, educational webinars, and a lot of other free resources that we're really gifting to you tonight. So that way, whether your journey is starting with Juice Plus or starting with those resources, you have something in your hands that, can give you hope that you can make a different health path for your family. And I want to transition a little bit because, as you can see, our main mission is to really bring freedom to you through improved health. It's important to know that 85% of our Juice Plus is purchased by people who are simply customers and who are not affiliated with this company at all. But those who are looking for a different type of freedom, a different type of light in their life, this is where that freedom revolution comes in. And so I want to transition a little bit to the company behind Juice Plus, because as I said before, we're not going to really ask anything, but I want to share our why and our heart behind why we're doing this business, but why we are following this path that God has laid out for us. And so, perhaps you're going to think about someone, even just one person in your life that needs to hear what's possible. So before we jump into the stories, though, I want to give you guys a couple of facts because, our business is actually called a Juice Plus virtual franchise. There's a $50 annual fee to run this business. You get an online office, a personal website that you get to run this business from your phone anywhere and anytime. And I love, because this business is for busy people, because I love when people say that if we're out there gifting other people with our time and talents, then this is for you. Because guess what? Our Juice Plus company, they ship, bill, collect, and pay by direct deposit every month. You don't have to keep an inventory. The only Juice Plus that we touch is our own, and we share by word of mouth. The company does the rest. And the part that I love also is all commission levels are permanent. There's no quotas or minimums to meet, and we get to help people make as little or as much as they want. And so, whether it's to cover the groceries or to pay your mortgage payment and beyond, there's no glass ceiling on this income. And I love that we are in 20 different countries, and we're just able to really go out there in this world and really, really, spread this overall mission that we're on. And so the other piece that I love is the stability, because if you work in corporate America, I can't tell you, coming from the rehab sector, there were some pretty turbulent times there, and it did a lot of, I'm going to say wreaked a lot of havoc on our family, just the financial instability of things. And so when I sit there and I look at this company that was founded almost 50 years ago and has had the same president as day one, we're privately held and debt free. That we make money 4 different ways: profits, commissions, both short-term and long-term residual bonuses. And there's family insurance program. And at the top of this position, families are eligible for benefits that include stuff like medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, prescription, and college tuition. There's also holiday bonuses and monthly expense allowances. And so I want you to think about that piece for a minute. If you're being led down this path to look at something different, think of the peace of mind of that gift being given to you with all of those things. And so, this company also giving back. I believe that God put us on this earth to give to others, whether it's our time, our talent, our monies, whatever that looks like. And this company does this with such just huge heart. They're the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon, who raises over $10 million in 2016 for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We're involved with the Boys and Girls Club, creating a technical institute where students get to learn logistics and welding and automotive and stuff like that. They're donating tower gardens to the Boys and Girls Clubs, over 10 million complete meals to Volunteers of America. And, it's not only does this Juice Plus company inspire healthy living around the world, but healthy giving as well. And I believe that if more of us went out there with that giving spirit into this world, we really can truly change and help not only our own families and our own lives step out of that darkness into the light, but we can light that light around the world. And so, Laura, I'd love if you would come on and just really share your heart and your mission and what this has done for your family.
All right. So 24 years ago, as Mark and I got married, we also started a business of our own. So we have always been entrepreneurial minded, and we got married, and 4 months later, he quit his job and we started our first business. So like I said before, when something makes sense to me, I just jump in. I'm all for it. Okay. Well, fast forward 13 and a half years, 11 and a half years ago, or introduced to Juice Plus. And at that point in my life, I had been praying for friends, and I had been praying for God to bring me a way to make friends. And I'd actually been thinking about going to a different business that I had done when I was young, but I didn't want to. And I walked into a presentation one day, and I thought, this is to make friends. Not only does this product make sense, the whole fruits and vegetables in a capsule thing, that Jetson food, the fact that it had research, but look at this community of people I'm around right here, right now. And it made complete sense to me. So like I usually do, I jumped in. I started my family on the products, and I started my business. And then I came home and told my husband about that. I was looking for a way to make friends. And God heard me, and he brought the most amazing group of people into my life. He brought a company that, like Tanya said, is the company with a heart, that they do so much, they give back so much. And then he brought this community to me and to my family. And my kids have been raised around this family of people. Like, my kids can go to these people's kids, and they can go to these people's houses, and they know they'll be taken care of. I mean, that's the kind of community that we belong to. And that, again, is God ordained for me. So I'm blessed with this new family that lifts me up constantly, and they carry me on. Like I said, Mark and I are entrepreneurial minded, right? We've always been self-employed business owners. And as that happens to be, you don't actually have a retirement plan always in place when you're entrepreneurial minded, because, you know, business come and there's highs and lows, and you're self-employed, so you have to do your own insurance and everything else that goes along with that. So the benefits package at the top of this marketing plan makes so much sense to us, as well as the residual income. So the fact that we can continue working and blessing people and sharing this gift of good health with them, and we can create residual income that will take us into retirement and beyond. We can create these oh, I had a brain fart. We can create these benefits for ourselves. It's amazing. It's just how I do it sometimes. But anyway, and now we're looking into retirement. And so we have that picture to look forward to, and we know that we can live a life without limits. And it's our motto to go out and nourish people now, mind, body, and soul, and with God's will for our lives. And we know that this company has aligned us to be able to do that as long as we want. And that's our story.
Well, I would say amen to everything that you just said, Laura. This community of people definitely provides light in your life. And so I'm going to have Sheryl share next on just her light in this community.
Thank you, Tanya. Laura, I just love that story. I love hearing it every time. Okay, so where I was at really before Juice Plus got introduced to me as the product, I used to be a teacher, and I really loved that educating, that helping. I worked with middle school and high school students, and I really loved the piece of what I did with that. But I chose to be a stay-at-home mom with my kids, another thing that I just really was passionate about doing. But the problem with that was that we had no income coming in. And I did some other things here and there, but I really wanted to be a present mom with them. And I knew that if I went back to teaching, I wouldn't be that present mom. So there was kind of this problem. Either we have no income, but I get to be home with them and get to really raise them and be with them and be present with them, or I fix the income piece of it and I don't have time with them. So it was like trading the time for money there. And really that solution came in this form of me looking for a solution to our health. And as soon as I learned about the company behind the product, I knew that it just made sense. And it made sense to be a part of this. This was a product that we were going to take forever. And so I knew that this could be a piece of that income that would help us, and that I could stay at home with them and continue to build my business. So I found that way to be that present mom, to have that time freedom, to have an income and still be able to really educate and help people within this community. And that solution came in the form of our Juice Plus virtual franchise. And now when I think about just the journey that God has had me on in my business throughout the past 12 years, and just how much I have grown and how much I have changed, and how much I've continued to just be obedient to the next thing that God has called me to do. And just really, just like Tanya's been saying, like step into the light and be who He has created me to be. And I've been able to say yes to so many things because I have this income source that is stable. And, it's provided an income source that when my husband took a job just recently and had to take a pay cut, I knew that we had this income coming in every month. We have a trip planned as a family to Disney World. Next week we're leaving. And I knew I was going to have that holiday bonus check coming from the company to pay for our rental car to go. So things like that stability, it's just things that you just can't find in this world today. And, you know, like Laura mentioned, the friendships and the people that we do life with and the things that we get to do, we're not only helping ourselves and our families financially, but we're helping each other grow spiritually. And that has been a piece of this that really has been just really on my heart for the past, you know, several months, is how do I bring God into this business? He's already part of my life. How do I give this business over to him? How do I let him drive this? And so I want to read you just a quote from this book. It's called Wild and Free. And just to kind of close us out here, it says, we're invited to live boldly in the light, calling others to join us. And I know that these ladies and I really feel called to that. We are called to live in that light and calling others to join us. If you know the Father, if you know God the Father, you will be drawn more and more to the light as you get to know him better. And, you know, that light, it feels revealing. It says, but it also feels good because Jesus is in the light. And in him, there is no darkness. He does not dwell in the darkness. When we are brave and expose our own sin, we walk out of the darkness into the light, where repentance and holy acceptance can occur. And that holy acceptance is really the definition, I feel like, of this community of people. And I have been able to, you know, share with these ladies and share with much of my team and just anybody that comes on board to say, you know, there have been, as part of my journey, I might not have always led my team the way God has wanted me to lead them, but now I'm totally ready to lead in the light and lead with him first and him only into this next chapter. So that's what I just want to invite you guys on. And, you know, sometimes we don't know what that looks like, but it's super exciting. So come with us and join this adventure because it's been so fun.
Well, I just want to thank you ladies again for sharing tonight. And I'm going to kind of hopefully try to put a bow on everything because I love, love, love that quote. And I think it's so fitting for what we're sharing with you guys tonight. And, you know, there's really two sources of light that we're offering you guys tonight. One, or actually I'm going to say three. One is just the blessing of you taking the time to watch this recording. And maybe that's really encouraging to, like, what direction is it that God's calling you to be in? That's the first thing. Two, you know, do you feel like he's calling you to step into the light for better health? You know, to add Juice Plus to your life, something so simple, to add his food, his healing power into your body. And then also, you know, we're looking for people that want to partner to step into that light to help us with, you know, that light for maybe looking at this mission to give you, your family, you know, hope inside of, you know, your everyday, the darkness that you may be living in, you know. And I'm going to say, like, our vision is to really help people earn a stable and residual income in order to expand your options. Like, what is it that God's calling you to do in your life? And who can you bless and gift with that? And, you know, I want you to think about these situations because they're so powerful to me when you look at, I'm going to say the dark part that can be and the light part that they can be. But, you know, we love to help moms say yes to mom care instead of daycare with a financial peace of mind. We love to help corporate professionals have the option to walk away from stressful jobs and not spend Sunday dreading Monday. You know, college kids can build a side gig to help pay for school without having to get a job. Empty nesters can increase retirement so there's more than enough to enjoy life and pass on to children and grandchildren. I know that this business is not for everyone. Like I said in the beginning, we really just want to inspire you to step into that light of what God's calling you to be. Sheryl said it with that quote, we are called to the light. And so the last piece that I want to leave you is a 4-letter word, and it's hope. And I really, really hope that you're watching this and something has touched your heart, and that there's a piece of this that is hope for you or your family, whether it's health or finances or community, whatever that looks like. And so tonight, the last thing I'm really going to ask you to do is really just to go into prayer. What is it that God's calling you to do for your journey and your path for your passion and purpose that he put you here on earth. And I know that any of the people that are on here tonight, we'd be very, very happy just to further this conversation with you and, share our experiences and guide you maybe on that direction. So thank you very much for your time.